All right, welcome to the Punk Podcast, named Two Punks in a Pod, and today it looks like we have a third punk in our pod.
Yeah!
We have a very special guest here. Jamie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Jamie, friends of Dan's and Bart's. They've sort of get me into this punk scene stuff going on, and I'm really enjoying all the tunes they got, so I'm anxious to see what they got for me today.
Perfect. So thanks for being here, Jamie. Our thoughts of this episode is how to get people into Punk 101. So we're just kind of picking some of those songs that are good softballs to throw at people to get them into some punk rock.
So yeah, I sometimes I go a little bit off the deep end and maybe pick songs that are a little too hard. So I'm trying to get my friend JD into punk rock. And that opening song that you heard, Kill All the White Men by NoFX, for some reason it's on a jukebox, which even though the fact that I love that it's on a jukebox, it probably shouldn't be. And it's there, so whenever I was at this crew bar on the ship, I would put that song on and just watch people's reactions to it, mostly of disgust and confusion. So I was playing the song for him, and he was like, "Are the lyrics kill all the white men?" Like, yeah, those are the lyrics. And he was like, "That's ridiculous, you know. It's my friend from Texas." And then I posted something on Facebook like a few months later, and he wanted, to like fit in with the comment, and he wrote "Kill all the white men," and then his Facebook account got suspended for posting hate speech. And he really needed his Facebook account. He's a musician. He's posting all this, stuff for work. So yeah, "Kill All the White Man" may be too strong of a song to start your punk rock journey with. Maybe something you want to do later.
Unless it's on a jukebox and it's the only song you got to choose from. We were in Jacksonville, Florida on a football trip, and there was a Less Than Jake song in the jukebox. I played it like 8 times that night in the bar. People were getting pissed. So I'm gonna kick it off with a song here. Blink 182 song, Carousel. It's from their what's the name of that album now? Cheshire Cat album. It's also on the Buddha album, if I'm not mistaken. It's track 1. It's a great song. This one's for you, Jamie. It's Blink 182. If you do get into punk, don't keep listening to Blink 182. But they got some really good tunes from their older days that I enjoy, and this is one of them. Carousel, Blink 182.
just another night alone.
And just a reminder, this is our episode, How to Get People into Punk. And today we have a special guest. Jamie is here with us. And Jamie, what do you think of that song?
That was excellent. You know, like Blink 182, they're, you know, like you said, they're more mainstream.
Yeah, clearly
you know.
they've done very well for themselves.
I was born in '72, so, you know, growing up, it was more the Sex Pistols, sort of that area of, you know, the punk. But, you know, I never got into like you guys, but every time you guys play a tune for me, man, I just love it. You know, it gets me right into it, so.
Awesome, that's a good song. I really like that song. When we worked at summer camp, I worked at summer camp through high school, and the one guy who was actually the drummer in my little punk band that we had back then.
It was no little band, it was
Oh, it was big time.
Danny used to dress, he was a trumpet player, but
I dressed as a gorilla and danced around because I couldn't sing or play any instruments.
You got any pictures, Bart?
But I got the guys together for it.
I remember I came in one Clever Lang show, and Danny wasn't in it, and then I had to like call him and tell him, "Hey man, your band is playing."
Yeah, it was a rough breakup.
And it was also funny because they were a very punk rock band, and they called me once, and they were like, "Hey man, do you want to play in the band?" I was like, yeah, or the guitar player can't make it. When's the show? On like an hour.
He played though.
So yeah, I played, and then it was just like the bass player just shout out chords to me, and then I was like, G, C. No, never mind. It wasn't. It was
Yeah, we weren't
show.
that. We were a bit of it. We should have just been called Shit Show. But anyway, our drummer, Chris, he was a counselor of a cabin. You always have to make a cabin song, which you usually just kind of do a cover of another song and change the words around. And so he did that song, and all the cabins were named after provincial parks. And so his cabin was Puckasaw. So it was, we should all live in Puckasaw. Sorry, that's that Eminem Blink song I'm thinking of. But it was pretty cool because he did that on acoustic, and he had all the kids singing along. Anyway, getting into punk rock. What are we gonna play next?
I think I'll go with the band that really got me into it. Well, Blink was definitely one of the bands, but then the band that got me into it deeper was Face to Face, and this is off their self-titled album, and it's called Ordinary. And then like Danny actually lent me the CD, and then probably I never gave it back.
Yeah, you never did. And we've talked about this in a previous episode, I believe, how I never got this CD back.
That's what happens. Some of my CDs say like I'll look through them, you know, and then
because
like,
we got to mention him every episode. Jay Romalo lost my Slapstick CD too.
Oh yeah.
So that's another one that's gone.
Our friend Jay Romalo
lost my Slapstick CD.
Yeah.
Or actually, I think it was a cassette, to be honest.
But I remember looking through my collection, and sometimes I would see like Dan written on it. I was like, wow, that's clearly not mine.
Yeah, writing your name on the CDs clearly doesn't keep it from being stolen.
Definitely
It
not.
just lets the person who stole it know who he stole it from.
I might return it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ordinary, Face to Face from their self-titled album.
not one of us. Ordinary, 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 ordinary.
Yeah.
We're back here
Face
with,
to face, Ordinary.
in the pod. We have our special guest. Jamie, what do you think of that one, Jamie?
Very, I like that one a lot, man. It's so fast, keeps going. I think you know, I'm gonna get onto your Spotify, Dan. I think, and you know, get more of these punk tunes and get them
Yeah,
going, man.
Danny's Punk
No.
Mix on
It's
a
already
Spotify
working.
near
It's
you.
already
Got like 5 followers, yo.
Maybe 6 now.
Maybe 6. Danny's Punk Mix.
Yeah, no, I really love it, guys, man, for sure, man. I love the speed, I love the beats, you know.
So this next one is going to be a Danny one, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a Good Riddance song. This band is still making albums. Just had a new album drop last week, their newest album. And because Strung Out has a new album coming out next week or in 10 days or something, they haven't shipped me the record yet because I got them both on the order. So they're waiting for both to come out to save on shipping costs, I would imagine. But along with the new Good Riddance album, I also have this album on the same order, which is called Forgotten Country. And it was Good Riddance's first album on Fat Records, their first album ever. And this song is called Mother Superior. It also was featured on Survival of the Fattest, which actually another song Bart's gonna play later in this same episode is also from Survival of the Fattest, which is like that's the Get Someone Into Punk album. They came out with this sample
A compilation.
compilation Fat Records did, and it was $2.99 at the record store. So for a CD, $2.99,
In the 60s.
you'd get it in the 90s.
8-track.
So everyone kind of picked it up because it was so cheap, because CDs were $20 back then, and so it just had banger after banger on it. And this song is from that. And Mother Superior, Good Riddance, from the album Forgotten Country.
To die for an ideal, what's the connection between a lie and what is real? Mother Superior, I've got an angel on my back, I'm one of the righteous, and I'm never going back. No, I'm never going back. Who's that shining forthright man crouching down behind me? He's waiting for a push to send me head over heels. Who's that leather sports star general walking up the hill to ask the liberals nicely to help finance this private war? Anybody trust that man when you push the rifle in your hand? Sings these songs of pageantry and grace. And how much you wanna bet on the other side? There's a man with twice your pride, and he'll put your feet first in an unmarked grave. There was a time in our history where we justify saying our destinies manifest. Now imperialism is the mantra of the West. See that swagger happy college boys love the chance to try out their new toys and then wash the city streets clean with the blood of infidels. And a funny trust that man when you push the rifle in your hand, singing songs of pageantry and grace. And how much you wanna bet on the other side? There's a man with twice your pride, and I'll put your feet first in an unmarked grave. As the fabric of democracy lies scattered in the dust, wicked puts another greedy man into the dictatorial puppet show. Now tell me, who do you trust? Who do you trust? In the volatile hemisphere, we perpetuate a hostile atmosphere. Call it a threat to national security. Call it just a one safe place, one more place to export cheap labor. Hail the monarchy!
song, good song, good song, good band, good song.
What I
Yes.
like about the punk, I guess, is the guys speak the truth. Like they tell you how it is, man. They're not bullshitting you. They sing what they want to sing, and you know
It's not like modern pop music, right? Where they're
Yeah,
just
exactly,
like,
man.
what the fuck are they actually?
That's what I like about punk the
message,
most.
right?
yeah.
Like
The
Danny's
most.
more of a lyrics guy than me. I like the music more than like a lot of songs I've been listening to for 20 years and I still don't know what the words are. But
And
like,
I
Danny
buy an
always,
out
like,
when I
looks
get
at the-
like the new Good Riddance album. I've listened to it on Spotify, the new album, just to kind of get me used to it. But once the album shows up in the mail that I pre-ordered, the first time I'll listen to that on my record player through and through, I'll read the lyrics to every song along with the. And there can be a song that I might not even like that much on an album, but when I listen to it for the first time reading the lyrics, that song will be my favorite song just because of the message on it.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
it a lot more. So if I would have listened to the album, that's a song I might not have liked right off the hop, but sometimes those ones jump out at me because I'm like, wow, that one really, that really hits home. I appreciate what they're singing about.
Certainly.
I know
yeah.
there's very few, like you can't really be a pop artist like Britney Spears can't release a song that's like, or Britney Spears, we're gonna date ourselves, but like Justin Bieber can't come up with a new song and be like, okay, this one's called Kill All the White Men,
Yeah.
and just
No.
like bust into it, right? People would be like, what the fuck?
If Britney Spears covered "To Kill All the White Man," I don't see how it would not be a success.
Okay, Britney Spears, if you're listening,
Cover
please cover "Kill All the White Men."
if you're listening to my podcast, Britney Spears, just give me a like on the Insta chat or the FaceTime. I don't know what. I'm on one of those, I'm sure. It'd be amazing.
I'll set you up.
So you don't even care if she covers the song? You just want to hide from Britney?
I got a couple Clubber Lang songs she can cover too.
Oh yeah.
She likes it. We got a few. Info Man is a good one.
Info Man's good. I never
Um,
understood.
How are
what
we
I
for
was
time
I
on this
couldn't
episode?
do.
I think we're rolling pretty good.
Yeah, we're rolling okay. So I think I'll go with the next one. And this is one that I also found through a compilation. And this is something that has kind of, it's a lost art. But in the 90s especially, a lot of bands that would release, or record labels would release compilations, and that's a good little sampler to get.
All the punk labels. Well, this is a
Punk labels,
label
but
here.
even rock labels. Like I remember in Kitchener, there was like a Kitchener sampler with like the miniatures on it.
That's right, yeah.
Like
We
that.
were on the Waterloo University sampler.
Yeah, and it's
Clubber Lang
and I guess
featured.
Now the closest thing is
Info Man.
Spotify like playlists and stuff like that. But those compilation records are such a great way to get people into the style of music. Because you buy it because you heard of this band, but then all of a sudden you discover this other one.
Yeah,
So,
that and thank yous was the best way to get into music back then, especially punk albums. When you'd get a CD, they'd always have a thank you, like we thank all these bands. And I would blanket buy a CD that I've never heard before because a band I liked thanked them because there was no other way to get access to them anyway, unless you were to happen to see them play in a show. So that was another way. So this is Diesel Boy.
Hey, quick question for Bart here.
Yes.
You being a musician,
Uh-huh.
do you play a lot of these punk songs that we're listening to?
Not really. I don't really have the venues to play them. Like I mainly perform on ships now, and punk rock is not really.
But you can play it if you want to play it, right?
Yeah, you could play it, but like it's hard to squeeze it because a lot of people just despise this music, right?
Yeah, well,
He's taken a couple.
that's their problem.
I've taken some and making acoustic versions of them, which tend to be a little more accessible. And then when I was living in Brazil, I had a band called Simple Beaver, which we named after the best Canadian act and the worst Canadian act. The best Canadian act being Justin Bieber and the worst being Simple Plan. so we made a band called Simple Beaver, and we know it was just for fun to cover. So we covered like
Right.
NoFX.
We'll put the link. We'll put the link to because they got a couple YouTube videos of them rocking it out in the jam hall. We'll put the link.
That'd
in
be awesome.
in the credits for this episode.
But generally, like, it's hard music to, it's not that accessible. So like sometimes you'll have these moments where like you can play a song and then you'll get that one guy that's like, oh my god, I can't believe you played
did that.
song,
Yeah.
Because like.
But when we're sitting around Danny's fire or whatever, you can pulling
Oh,
out,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure,
and
yeah.
like we get
I'm
together.
not talking the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, we get together and jam, and he'll play "Damn It" by Blink-182. He
Sure,
does
sure.
a really good "No Use for a Name" song that he did an acoustic for. He does good "Face to Face" song that he did a good acoustic version for. That he's actually got a recording where one of the girls from school, music school, with him.
Oh,
I think that's Minora. She sang, and that's an awesome version of it. It's really good. We'll put the link to that too if that's online.
Sure,
anymore,
man.
'cause that's a really good one.
Yeah, cool.
So where are we at?
So we're on Diesel Boys. So this is through we got a little off topic, but that's what it's all about here. That's where we go, where the conversation goes. So
This is called Titty Twister.
Titty Twister by a band
Diesel
called
Boy.
Diesel
The album's called The Cock Rock on Fat Records.
Cock rock,
Yeah.
titty twister.
Eat a bag of shit, you suck, I can't believe all of you having stuff stowed on me and my pants falling down. I would have another drink except it might be poisoned by my mind and my pants falling down. I don't know what you've been drinking, but pour another one for me. My pants are falling down. The room is spinning around. My stomach is making funny sounds. I'm falling down. I'm falling down. Fuck you, I hate you's all she said as she slapped my face and spit beer on me and my pants falling down. She said you're a no good, I'm back to the punk rocker with a bad haircut and your pants falling down. I don't know what you've been smoking, but that's another one for me. My pants are falling down. The room is spinning around and around. My stomach is making funny sounds. I'm falling down. I'm falling down. I'm falling down. My pants falling down the room and spin around and round. My stomach really feels like shaking all. It's making funny sounds. I'm falling down. I'm falling down.
All right, James, what do you think of that one?
That was awesome, man. I
love
really
those
enjoyed that
lyrics.
one.
Do you have a favorite?
I can relate to a bunch of that, so I guess.
Do you have a favorite out of those four that you'd pick?
Well, obviously the last one. I'm gonna go with that
That's
one,
awesome.
man.
Was it the second verse the way it started?
Well,
Fuck you, I hate you, is all she said.
As she
Yeah.
slapped my face and spit beer on me and my pants falling down.
I would say like I'm not a big punk rocker, but I like the hardcore shit. That's where.
So that's
you know?
not gonna mix into the song I'm playing.
No, man.
So Danny's gonna do something completely opposite.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's all good, man.
Well, this is.
I'm just so happy to be here with you guys, man. It's all good.
So there's a song from Less Than Jake. I noticed that in this episode we've actually played songs that got us into punk rock as opposed to new songs, and I'm gonna do that again here because we don't have much time. But this song is from Less Than Jake, and it's called Johnny Quest Thinks We're Sellouts.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a cool song. And this band, they're a ska punk band, so they got horns and stuff. But it's a cool song. So are we
Nice,
ready for
nice.
it then?
Yeah, we're ready
Thanks for
it.
listening again.
Thanks,
Episode
guys.
3,
Thanks for
season
having
2.
me.
Thank you very much for being here, Jamie. And
Anytime.
Get it for
I hope you
Jamie.
enjoy this one here.
Yes.
Love the beat.
Alright, Jacksonville!
Live version.
Let me see your fucking hands! Fuck yeah! Johnny Quest makes me what? Johnny Quest Just you happy every time going to school, going to work, or just let you think school sucks.